Actually, I have got something I wouldn't mind talking about quickly.
Go on.
So, still working at the cinema at the moment, for those listening.
Yeah.
We've had a new film in recently called After We Collided.
What?
Now, this is... you probably already know where I'm going with this. This is the
Yep.
second film in the I guess After series, following the first film titled After, which is a
Okay.
pretty weak title. Also, for those wondering, the third film, I've looked this up. The third film is going to be called After We Fell, and
Okay.
the fourth film is called After Ever Happy,
After what?
as in Happy Ever After. But because all the films are called after something, they've reversed it. And I
After
feel like
ever
some
happy.
some prick was very proud of that.
Tessa finds herself struggling with her complicated relationship with Hardin. She faces a dilemma that could change their lives forever.
So the main thing about this film, like on the surface, this looks like just like a really generic kind of like teen, not rom com, but like romantic drama. But so this is based on a fan fiction written about Harry Styles, right?
No.
Yeah. You know how 50 Shades of Grey was originally a Twilight fanfic that got popular and got published as a book and then a film
Yeah.
deal? This is the
Yeah.
same thing, but replaced Twilight with real life musician Harry Styles. But that's not even necessarily the problem, strictly speaking, although that's pretty dodgy. It was written, I don't know the author's name off the top of my head, but the author was 24 at the time, and Harry Styles was 17.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, really. But so, not only is this like, let's face it, kind of paedophilic fan fiction exist and popular online,
Yeah.
but then Harry Styles has been like asked about this in interviews and spoken out saying like he's genuinely really disturbed by the whole concept, and he sort
Right.
of would rather it didn't exist. So of course they make a film deal with it,
Yeah, obviously.
and now
What's something to replace 60 Shades, isn't it? 60 Shades? There's an
60
extra 10
Shades.
in there.
it's going to go off in multiples of 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like, so that not only do they make a film anyway, but they're making four of them. And what annoys me even more is this is like disgustingly popular. Like it is genuinely the most popular film we have in at the moment. It is starting to taper out a bit, but it's been in since September, and it's been like consistently having the most audience members going in. And like I've seen clips of it as well, like when I've done checks, and it's just kind of gross the things it teaches as well.
Like what? Go on.
So I can't speak for the entire plot, but from the ending of it, spoilers if anyone really cares, but like she is it Tessa? It is Tessa, isn't it? Tessa like finds she meets up with the dude at the party again, and he says something to the effect of like, "Oh yeah, so by the way, that night when you left your phone unguarded, some guy called you on it, and I answered for you and basically told him to fuck off. Sorry, I do this sometimes. I'm just so in love with you, it makes me do these things." And instead of
Oh my
going,
god.
"Fuck you, that's a massive invasion of my privacy, maybe I should rethink this whole relationship thing," she goes, "Oh, that's so sweet."
That's
Cue
terrible.
whimsical music, and he's doing this like smug voiceover, being like, "Oh yes, I thought we had our problems, but oh, I guess things will work out in the end." And there's
Jesus
like a clip of
Christ.
them walking alone at night together, like I don't know, arm in arm. Some guy comes up to her, doesn't even really do it, just like comes up near her, and he like fucking grabs him, throttles him against the wall, and she's like, "Stop! It's my dad!" And then
Sorry.
I can't make this shit up.
That was really, really fucking unexpected.
Yeah, you're telling me. But then cut to black, and he's just like, "Oh, I guess we've got a way to go," or something. It's like, no, that's not a smug, funny line. That's kind of why are you
psychotic.
glorifying this like really fragile,
Is Harry
overprotective?
Styles that psychotic in real life?
No, that's the thing. From what I've seen, the Harry Styles character, I can't remember what he's called, but his name is played by an actor called Hero, which I despise. He might be a lovely guy, got a terrible name.
Okay.
But yeah, he's really sort of like generally brutish and aggressive, and the whole film, from what I've seen, seems about like Tessa like really likes him, but he's a massive, massive twat and keeps basically abusing her. But in the end, she's like, he's hot though, and comes back.
That's fucked.
I mean, it seems like an awful film. And the fact that so many people are going to see it, and like, particularly like, it's a 15, but like, there's so many girls who are like under 15 try to get into it. And I just hate that this is like this film that's been like actively outcried by the person it is based on, has denounced even, is still being popular and is still being allowed to be made in 2020, and they're going to keep making the other two. It just really annoys me.
Why though? I'll tell you what that sort of reminds me of, to a much, much lesser extent. But have you ever watched How I Met Your Mother?
I have seen like random episodes of it.
So I watched that. I just did a rewatch of it, and I'm on season 9, which is the last season, and by far the worst season. Right. And it's got its ups and downs. Basically, some of the writing is very good, and some of it is genuinely funny, and there are some bits that make me laugh out loud, which is good. But its inherent like values, like its core values, are so wrong. They're just so bad. And all of the characters, bar like so there's 5 main characters, and 4 out of the 5 of them are like sociopathic. And like they are just horrible, horrible people, but presented as the good guys. Whereas, if you compare this to Always Sunny,
I was about to say.
Again, 5 characters who are all horrible, horrible, terrible people, but have absolutely no qualms in showing that, of them being the bad guys. And also, at the end of the day, we've discussed many, many times, they always lose. Whereas in How I Met Your Mother, these people are fucking awful, but always win. And it's just so bad. Like, they keep fucking cheating on people, and they're like, oh, this is okay because it's love. And it's like, no, it's not. It's really not okay. And it's just bad. It's just really very, very questionable. But, it's pretty funny. Also, some of it's just so, at the end of each episode, well, not every episode, but at the end of some episodes, particularly like the season finales, they have this like really, really sappy bit that's like, supposed to be all emotional, but you're like, just shut the fuck up. I don't know. I think you would absolutely despise this show, so don't watch it.
I hadn't planned to, and I'm now not going anywhere near it.
Just don't. I don't think you'd like it at all.
No, from what I saw of it, I was sort of indifferent to.
Yeah. Some of it is very, very good. What I do really like about it is it's very self-referential, but in a good way. There's stuff that happened in season 1 that is still a recurring joke all the way into season 9.
I do like that kind of stuff.
And like that, callbacks between seasons, especially 9 seasons, and it's still funny when you in the 9th season, like that kind of stuff is where the writing is really good and like clever, because they do the callbacks very, very well. But it's just questionable and bad.